Plaintiff, May Sapon, dated the defendant for 4 months and says he did nothing but play the single father role to get money out of her and cheat. May says his other woman contacted her on Facebook to tell her about the defendant's affair, and she's suing her ex today for the cost of a video camera. Defendant Montre Patton admits that May loaned him money for diapers, but insists most of the time she would just buy him stuff without him even asking. Montre denies owing for a video camera because he claims the camera was stolen from him at gunpoint.
Tell me what's going on.
Your Honor, Montre and I had dated for 4 months, and during those 4 months, it was miserable. He cheated on me, which I have a statement from the witness and the woman that he cheated on me with, and he basically used me and lied to me the whole time we were together.
What does the witness say?
The witness says that then I felt I had to tell her for the sake she was getting cheated on and thought about why I needed to tell her.
Go ahead.
She had contacted me through Facebook email, and she basically asked me, "Are you and him dating?" I told her we are. We've been dating for 4 months. And then she proceeded to stand off a little bit.
How'd she say she knew about you?
She saw that I posted on his Facebook that he should be contacting me, his girlfriend.
This Facebook is busting everybody now. And you all fool enough to put your personal life on Facebook. That's why you're getting caught. Go ahead. What other troubles did he cause you in 4 months?
Well, during those 4 months, he basically played the single father role. He wasn't working. He didn't go to school. I was helping him with bills when he asked me to the point where it was taking a lot from me, emotionally and financially. So some of the things that
Single father.
He has a daughter with a previous woman.
In the home?
In the home, yes.
You all live together?
No, we did not live together.
Okay.
In his apartment. He had a 2-year-old daughter. He could not pay for diapers. He asked me several times to pay for diapers because he couldn't afford them. There were times when he couldn't pay his rent. He asked me to help him with that because his roommate couldn't. There were also times when he asked me to pay for gas, to pay for a car.
You want to give me some background?
About the diapers? No, that's really not true. I will
say really not true. Is it halfway true?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She has helped me. I want to give her credit. She has helped
diapers?
me. Yeah, she helped me. I ain't gonna lie. She was a helpful person.
Okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford diapers for your baby?
Not. It was like once or twice. Like I wasn't gonna get money till the next day, and she did it. You know.
You didn't work?
No. Off and on, I did club promoting and like video shoots and stuff like that.
Did you finish school?
No, I'm still in school.
So you had a baby prematurely?
Yeah. Originally, I had a football scholarship that fell through, and then I wound up having a kid.
Fell through as in what?
Pretty much, I got hurt, and then I got out of shape, and then things didn't work out.
Why'd you have a child when you weren't prepared?
Just happened, and I was young, 18.
Okay.
You know.
How do you take care of this child?
Like I said,
you gotta beg somebody for diapers. How do you take care?
Well, that was just like once or twice, and I had money the next day. So like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, who takes care of the baby?
I do. I pay all my bills, everything.
On a part-time job?
I work. I'm a promoter, and I shoot music videos for people. So that pays the bills.
Okay. Tell me a couple of your promotions. Tell me about it.
I've been promoting for nightclubs around Portland since I was about 16, off and on,
Okay. You've been very profitable in the last 2 years?
For the most part. I mean, I get by. I don't have the extra luxuries,
Get by, meaning yes, you've been profitable?
Yeah, I get by, yeah.
All right. Give me an example of a profitable promotion.
Like if I throw a party somewhere.
Now give me a specific example.
In September, I went in with a group of friends, and we threw an event at a club, and I put up probably about $250, and I made $750 back.
So you made $500 net profit?
Yeah. How
often do you typically make $500 net profit?
It depends. It varies. It could be one party. It could be like 150, or it could be 1,000. It just ranges.
Okay, but you're not sure how often.
As much as we try to do them, I try to do something at least every week.
All right. Hopefully you'll hurry up and get your education so that you can take care of your child without relying on a hit or miss $500 party.
Yeah.
Child need more than that, so you won't have to borrow money to pay for the child's diapers. Is the child's mother around?
Yeah, she's involved, but financially I handle everything.
Does the mother do all right financially?
I don't know her situation like that. Me and her don't talk like that.
Oh, you don't get child support?
No,
Why?
just don't.
Yet you have to get money from somewhere else for diapers.
Like I said, that was a few times, and I knew I was getting
And
money
you do
the next
not
day.
have employment that you're able to provide for the child other than these hit or miss promotions. Yet you keep the child 100%. You got a child's mother. You say you don't even know if she makes money?
Yeah.
You are, and the reason I'm asking
it.
you this because I care for the child. And you're showing that you don't. You're showing that you don't. And in a minute, the child's going to be raised in poverty if you don't do better than this and go to bad schools and won't be able to get a job. And guess who's going to have to pay for it because daddy is unable to pay for college. So guess who the child's going to come to? She's going to go to the federal government for grants. And you know who pays for those federal government grants? Me. Him. All these people here. While you're out here trying to raise $300 for a party and get diapers from her, save me. Save me a couple of dollars, would you? And then put some away from college. Now, you borrow money for diapers. What else have you gotten money from her for? Anything else?
I mean, all through the relationship, every now and then, she did stuff that I personally either didn't ask or she just out of the blue just
Lie,
did.
Your Honor.
I mean, truthfully, I provide for my child.
You don't. You borrow for diapers. You depend on a fly-by-night promotion, hoping that you hit when somebody comes to your party. I'm not letting you off the hook on this. I'm not letting you off the hook. Sound like a deadbeat dad. That's how you sound. Let's go ahead, man. Tell me about this camera you're suing him for.
Your Honor, he asked me to rent a piece of equipment for him for $200 cash. Since the rental company does not accept cash, I had to use my credit card, which he asked me to do, and I have the text messages for that.
That's it.
I was out on my family reunion, and he called me from his cell phone Sunday saying that something had happened, and then he handed the phone to a police officer who explained the whole story to me, that he was robbed at gunpoint with his daughter in his hands, and that the person who stole it from him ran off on foot.
Okay. Well, if that's true, then that's a legitimate defense. He's a victim of a third-party act, meaning it was out of his control. He got robbed. The law is, whether people view that as fair or not, if you borrow something and you are a victim, then you shouldn't have to pay because there's nothing you did negligent. People pay for the items of others when they're negligent in handling their items. When you've done nothing wrong, but you are a victim of a crime, then you haven't done anything wrong with the person's item. Now, if we don't believe that he was robbed, that perhaps he sold this to get more diapers, then he will be held accountable. He has to convince me that he was robbed. And I know some of our viewers, like I see, particularly I see women, black women. Why are you so hard on black men? So you can get your child support. That's why. And I'm not coming down on you about anything other than taking care of this child. You see, I ain't mentioned nothing about you cheating. I could care less. But what I do care about is this child you've had who sounds like they're living in poverty, so much so they have to get diapers from somebody. And your child is sitting at home hoping that 100 people walk through that door for the party.
Plaintiff Mathis rented a video camera for the defendant, but he says he was unable to return it because the camera was stolen when he was robbed at gunpoint.
Video camera, sir.
Video camera. I went and got the camera. I had the camera already. I got to finish up the shoot I was doing. I went and picked up my daughter from where she was. I took her to the park. We got the public transportation. And then we were walking from the bus stop to the park. It's about 3/4 of a mile almost. But she had a stroller, so I was walking with her. And then right when we got to the park, I noticed there was some I don't know how to say it, some gang members hanging around there. So I kind of avoided them and went the other way. And then we went the long way around the park. It's a pretty big park, you know what I mean? It's a city park. So we went to the other side of the park. And then one of the guys walked over there and started questioning me and started asking me what's in the box and stuff like that. And I told him, it's a camera, I'm just hanging out my daughter, I ain't got no problems with you. And at this time I'm standing I'm by the park, but at the same time by the corner. It was quite a bit of people out there. There's a lot of witnesses who saw it.
That demanded the camera, that robbed.
It was just one.
One person.
One, he walked up. He had a tattoo on his face with a C and a heart. And
He pulled out a gun?
Yeah, he pulled his gun out of his shirt.
Your Honor,
And he pointed it at your face?
Yes.
All right.
Well, he didn't point it at me. He pulled it up like he was about to pull it out.
Okay.
Me and him started tussling a little bit. Like he kind of reached for the suitcase. I kind of like bumped him off. And you know what I'm saying? Then he like, that's when he lifted up his shirt and I saw the gun.
Okay.
You know, but where we were was like, it was right across the street from the park at the corner.
To call the police?
Yeah, I called the police immediately. Actually,
They come?
when I called them, yes, they came. When I called them, 3 other people called them because they saw it too. And one
you
guy
gave them
chased
all
him down.
You gave them all the information and a description?
Yeah, I gave him everything I knew.
All right.
I even called them when, not even a month and a half ago, somebody said they kind of knew who it was. I tried to call the police station, tell them, hey, I might know who did it, and still nothing happened yet. No arrest.
All right. You wanted to say what, ma'am?
he's lying about the gunpoint. I have the police report right here, and it mentions nothing about a gun.
That's it. Obviously, she might be confused because you told me that you told the police about the gun. Pardon?
She must be confused because she knew that there was a gun.
You have your police report?
No, I don't have that police report with me.
All right. So I approach her and ask what was in the case. He then quickly grabbed the camera and removed it from his wrist, then fled. That's not what you told me happened.
That must
You
be
said
something
you all
else.
were tussling,
No.
and then he pulled a gun.
Like I said, he pulls under, he lifted
I
up
know
his shirt.
what you're telling
his
me now,
sweatshirt.
but you didn't tell the police that.
I told the police that because I know for a fact I told them
Read
that.
it for me then. Maybe you need to read your own report. Have you read the report before at all?
No, I haven't. But I saw what he wrote down, and that's something else.
So someone robs you, and you tell the police everything other than the person had a gun. You say you all were tussling. The police said you told them that he snatched it off your wrist and ran. So either the police are lying on you and they failed to put in the report the biggest issue, you having a gun pulled on you, or you're lying. I choose to believe the police. And therefore, I'm going to believe the police report where you did not tell them that you tussled. You told them that he snatched it off your wrist and ran. Neither did you tell them the most important factor when you're robbed. The most important factor when you're robbed is that a weapon was pulled on you. In the future, when somebody pulls a gun on you, when the police come, let them know they had a gun. All right? If it's true, $4,853. I know you're taking care of the child by yourself, but you obviously aren't doing your best. All right, good luck to you. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I hope you learned your lesson because I'm done with it. I'm just so glad that everything is done with and I can just move on from you.
It is what it is on that, but
It's the truth.